Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. All right, great. So Aaron asked me to talk today because I teach constitutional law, and he thought I could come and talk about how important it is to stop President Trump and the Republicans from stealing Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat and installing a far-right conservative hack. To be honest, I wish we weren't here talking about RBG's replacement. She died less than 2 days ago. We should be here mourning her loss. We should be celebrating her life. Because more than anyone else, Ruth Bader Ginsburg was responsible for making women's equality an accepted principle of American law. She argued the cases that convinced the all-male Supreme Court that laws treating women differently than men violate the Equal Protection Clause. As a Supreme Court justice, she wrote the opinion in the case that overturned the all-male Virginia Military Institute and ruled that the government cannot adopt laws that create or perpetuate the legal, social, and economic inferiority of women. That's what we should be celebrating today. But we can't. We can't just celebrate Ruth Bader Ginsburg's life and mourn her loss, because within hours after her death, Mitch McConnell was saying that President Trump should fill her seat and the Senate should vote on it, and then President Trump said the Senate should act without delay. So Aaron asked me to talk about how important it is to stop them. But you already know how important it is. Obviously you know how important it is because you came out here today. You're probably tired. You're probably tired of hearing how everything we believe in is in jeopardy. You're probably tired of hearing that so many of our rights and our freedoms are in jeopardy, that we're one vote away from losing reproductive freedom, that women's equality and the right to choose abortion, the issues that Ruth Bader Ginsburg fought her life for, are at stake today. And that's just one of many issues that's at stake if we lose this fight. Whether the Affordable Care Act is upheld, whether restrictions on assault weapons are valid, whether Congress can require employers to provide contraceptives in their insurance policies, whether same-sex couples have equal parental rights, whether universities can do anything to equalize the unfair advantages that white applicants have, whether the president can remove the protections of DACA, whether he can exclude Muslim immigrants and any other set of immigrants that he wants to. The validity of the election itself is at stake. If the president gets what he wants, listen, there will be a 6-3 conservative majority on the court. If Trump loses the election, but he refuses to recognize the defeat, and he says the election was rigged, a new justice will decide the case, right? That is, the justice will decide whether President Trump gets to stay in office even if he loses. That's what's at stake. We can't let this happen because literally everything is at stake. Before Friday, the number of crises that we were facing was already overwhelming. I don't know about you, but I'm suffering from just nonstop crisis fatigue. I bet a lot of you are tired too. I'm tired of wearing masks because President Trump didn't do what we needed to do to stop the virus, and now almost 200,000 people are dead. I'm tired of watching videos of racist cops killing and beating up people of color because we haven't done what we need to do to dismantle a racist criminal justice system. I'm tired of seeing forest fires blanket the West Coast in smoke because we didn't do what we needed to do to restrict and stop climate change. I'm tired of hearing a president blaming and demonizing immigrants for our problems, including the virus. A president who separated immigrant children from their parents and put children in cages. I'm tired. I'm tired. But with the fight over the Supreme Court, I need to tell you, we don't have the luxury of being tired. We need to fight. What can we do? What can we do to fight? Well, let me tell you some things that won't work. Despair won't work. Doing nothing won't work. We can't just wait and cross our fingers and hope that moderate Republicans like Susan Collins and Mitt Romney will save the day. Hope is not a strategy. We can't just point out that when Justice Scalia died in an election year, the Republicans refused to hold a hearing for President Obama's nominee, Merrick Garland. Pointing out Republican hypocrisy is not a strategy.
That's right.
We need a real strategy that shows that we have leverage. And we do have leverage, because the last I checked, the Constitution does not say the president is in charge. The Constitution does not say the Senate is in charge. The Constitution places power in the hands of we, the people. The people are sovereign, and that's the great experiment we're still trying out in this country. The people get to decide. So we need Americans from all over the country to stand up and say, we will not let this happen. It's too important. We need to mobilize in great numbers to show we can't let this happen. We need to make sure our elected officials know that the issue of what happens to this Supreme Court seat is a matter of life and death. We need to make sure that our elected officials see that we mean it. So they will do everything that they can to prevent a vote. Hold up all Senate action. Make them read every word of every bill. Have a sit-in on the Senate floor if we have to, like John Lewis did. They need to know that they can't let business as usual go forward. We need Republicans to know that if they don't listen to the people and they manage to shove this nomination through, they will pay a price. They will lose in November. They need to know this. We will eliminate the filibuster. We will reverse everything that they've done with a simple majority. We will pack the courts if we need to. So will it work? I honestly don't know. I have to be honest. But when it's life or death, will it work? I don't know. Let me be honest. We don't know whether it's going to work. But when life and death is at stake, we have to do everything that we possibly can. It's our responsibility to fight as hard as we possibly can, even if we might lose. But if we work together, we can try, and I think we might win. And that's all that we can hope for. And that's all we can do. Thank you.